so it's not like he obviously can't play the hero, but against, you know, all the other heroes in his career, Storm just isn't it. But yeah, for Falcons, it is about finding the pickoffs. The synergy between Malrine and Crit, the support's going to mid. They have so many things they've got to achieve here.
Right now, looking pretty even across the board. I just want to point out the 10 denies on Amar, though. That's a pretty high value coming out of that off lane. Denying in the face of Watson, definitely a signal being sent, as Malady is also being forced back by Crit and his harassment. Not often you see a Jakiro being out-zoned.
Yeah, Jakiro doesn't want to be zoned out by Sky in a way where he has like 2 arcane bolts running at him, and that's exactly what Crit's doing. Has another one, has a slow and a blood grenade. Might actually be the first blood.
He might have this, you're right. I mean, Malady's just dead under his own tower. Crit gets the first blood. And Watson being run at by Amar is not an easy fight to take either. They popped Metamorphosis and had to back up on the TB.
An attempt to try to steal some of those stacks.
Look at this.
Shura Jr. Invis level 6 ready. They need this type of a move. Get that 1 kill on the board.
Very quick rotation. Body blocks to try and hold Amar back. Epicenter's there for a strike in. Amar at half health against 3 enemy heroes will fall. Did a fair amount of damage in the return.
Oof, I was a little worried there. We talked about stacks being very important for Yandex in this one. They are kind of doubling down on trying to first put the sentries and block them, then they block them again, then they come in and try to steal them. Shura Jr. Epicenter.
The chain stuns with the Epicenter to follow is a lot of damage out of the Sand King and Jakiro. Skinner's done for. 2 core kills in the first 10 minutes here from Yandex. Set themselves up for some success as the laning phase breaks down.
Hasn't really managed to succeed kind of what they wanted to do. Maybe gank the mid lane, try to snowball from there. You have Enchantress with the creep, try to push the tower, open up the map, steal some of the ancient creeps as well. Maladich getting initiated on.
Malrine going for the solo kill, but it's not a fair fight in a 1 versus 1. It's a chain stun from Shura Jr. and Maladich. A lot of damage onto Malrine. He's zipping around looking for the DD. Another banish into the damage, though he's finished off. Yandex just bringing numbers every single engagement to shut down Falcons in their sneaky moves.
Shura Jr., his Blink Dagger is being delivered. Very high level, level 10 already.
That's so fast. And the fact that Watson doesn't really care about this Bristleback at bottom at all, freely farming on the TB and even now playing aggressively. With another rotation from Saxa, who's level 6, Maladich with the slows and the damage, Amar, he's just dead in this bottom lane. Saxa's the one with the killing spree. 4-1.
Plus, you also have tanky cores. You put it on Sand King, who's going in. Even Underlord. Like, we haven't talked about Underlord. Notice, he's been just farming 0-0-0. He's ready to join. Like, the fights are going to be so much more difficult for Falcons once he gets the pipe.
I just another kill on Amar. He pops his blade mail, but it does very little here. Watson, very happy just to continue farming. He's already at 6k net worth himself, well on the way to that Manta style. Yasha coming on the courier. He'll pick up some Lotuses and continually protected by Saxa defensively and Shura Jr. offensively. Storm will zip into mid. Falcons know they need to break out this rut, find a kill, something, some way, somehow. It's a lot of commitment here, though, as they dive past the tier 1 tower. Yes, they get the takedown on Jakiro, but losing Crit here. Not getting too much else, as Yandex bring another 3 heroes into the fight. A rough sign when there's a Terrorblade on the enemy side. Can't really invade to stop him from farming. He's constantly able to dip jungle to lane and back again. I'll go on Amar one more time to blow up the Bristleback. Falcons responding here with a storm.
It's a lot of gold.
Zip into the Mystic Flare to take down Saxa, who had a pretty big streak there. So 700 gold goes their way. This is where Dragon Knight, though, can start to shine. Mask of Madness, Blink, Armlet, and he can play with Crit. Unlocking the potential here for the Blink stun into blow up. And they've seen Notice there. Tried to go and push that top wave. Malrine will zip in, and they've got the play. Kill the Underlord off. Exactly what the Falcons needed.
They need these type of kills. Like we were talking about. So coming into the next couple of minutes, Notice he's gonna need to play slightly more careful.
That was close to Saxa getting an opening on Malrine. They might still have it here, but it's Shura Jr. leading out this time. The smoke breaks on Crit. Blink stun to start it. Scarf Mage blown up completely. Ice Path there onto Amar, but they're focusing back on Shura Jr. Save the disruption. Skitter in trouble. Watson opens up. The damage is good. The Dragon Eye's down. And the root here on Amar and Snaking puts Falcons in trouble down. They've got to run and hide. Yandex pushed them away from the jungle. It's a 2v2 trade, but it feels like Malrine and Amar feeling themselves here. The bloodthirst kicks in. Watson is still a very difficult hero to break past. And Falcons looking for this poke and prod, but everyone gives up on the fight.
Plus, he also found the GPM talent. 75 extra GPM for crit.
That's a long zip. The burrow strike through the vortex, and a disruption here buys a bit of time. Shira Jr., though, with no blink, no burrow, might just be dying. Ice Path comes too late, and Falcons find an opening out of nothing.
Falcons managing to get multiple kills. First they kill Underlord, they kill Sanking, they kill Sanking again.
Now it's up, though. Gotta wait 15 seconds for Sanking to respawn before Yandex make another move. Falcons always one step ahead. A zip in from Malrine goes very deep here, over towards the tier 2 tower. Disruption, that'll delay the death as TB opens up to blow up Crit. They'll lose Saxa though as Amar under tower getting sliced. Watson picks up the double kill, and Falcons have gone a step too far. Still being chased down, Chira Jr. could line up a burrow strike in a moment. Notice for the follow through, Pit of Malice potential as well, as Watson and Malady will chase down the Enchantress, bring the magic damage, and take the Enchantress out of the game.
And that's a triple for Watson. They still have some meta up and running. Roshan is available, but seems like they want to take out the tier 1 tower first in the bottom lane.
Well, they just caught a glimpse of him on that high ground ward further to the north. So they know that he's tucked under this tier 2, and now he shows.
Saxa has
Link's
TP
done.
ready.
Skitter comes in. Mystic Flare is there, and they've got plenty of damage to finish him off.
Not fast enough. This was a good one. Making sure that they can get in. No, it's a 9-second BKB.
9-second BKB in the backpack with 4 minutes of Aegis left to go. This map is getting smaller and smaller for Yandex. After periods of play where they were dominating, they have to try and fight back and push the Falcons away. A good move here to try and take down Amar. In comes the stun to deal with Skitter. First life is done. Falcons 2 cores down, and the respawn of Skitter here is awkward. He's stuck behind enemy lines, but a BKB TP, the damage comes through! They finish him off! Saxa trying to survive against Malrine, but taken down in the end. Enough mana pool there for the Storm to zip out. Chira Jr.
He wants crit. He's pinging it up.
looking for a bonus kill. They don't have quite enough to follow up and catch him, though. Malrine, are we going in on this one? Sanking down to half HP. The magic damage, it flurries through. Malrine, a little bit of mana left, trying to TP home and will succeed, but that leaves Crit stranded. Completely isolated now. And Yandex boot Falcons off of their side of the river.
You can see the power of their lineup once they go together. Yandex bringing in the whole squad.
Very close together. Look at that, Silver Edge on the Terrorblade. He's not as safe as he thinks he is, though. He's under vision, and Falcons will use this opportunity. Sand King moves in. They've saved up Watson and turned on Malrine. Chira Jr.
He's
noticed.
fighting against DK.
Chasing, the DK's already
Peter
gone.
gone.
Disappears to the Terrorblade, who shreds him. Malrine's now got to get on the run. Yandex hold their ground, keeping Watson alive, and Chira Jr. wants more. The burst strike won't land, though. Snaking Juke to the right-hand side. Malrine out of resources, though. Low mana on the Storm. Crystal back, turns his back and gets the BKB off. Scardy flying in as Watson rains the hits down. But Falcons, after losing the DK, just full retreat.
There's going to be insane amount of damage once they go in, plus the damage reduction. Roshan, he's respawning soon, but seems like Yandex, they might want to go in and try to close it out potentially.
Oh, who needs Roche when we go high ground and kill Enchantress?
Broken, gone.
Tier 3 tower being demolished. Glyph is up, Amar blade mails and turns his back. Dangerous territory, though, for Falcons as Team Yandex approach and shake the foundations of your base. Oh my god! That's a tanky bristle. Oh, it was. Storm zips in with the DK, though. The Vortex did the damage on Watson. The bubble saves him. He's perfectly fine. Malady will die, but Watson can turn and fight. They blow up the DK. Skidder has buyback, but Crit is dead, and Storm will follow. The Falcons get wiped off the face of the map.
That's game, Gary. They have buyback on Storm, buyback on Dragonite, who doesn't have the Dragon
They're going
form.
for tier 4s.
Yeah, they want to close it out. They had enough.
Falcons have another glyph here, but against the Terrorblade, they'll buy back on Crit. Storm and DK can return as well. Enchantress has respawned as your throne is exposed. Team Yandex, a big vortex, the save out, Watson's alive, Notice left to die.
He has buyback. He can come in with the Fiend's Gate.
And Chira Jr., BKB TP. They got what they came for. They forced the hand of Falcons.
Triple
that is
buy.
a massive blow to the dire side.
Let's see, immediately into Roche mid.
They've got to do something, Falcons. With a double core buyback, they need Aegis. They need a team fight win. But Yandex are in position.
Underlord's ready with the buy.
He absolutely is, and they found the move onto Snaking again. Dead Enchantress buys back. Mystic Flare does nothing. Storm, Sky, reflected upon. Amar's trying to face tank this and give vision to Falcons. TB's gonna matter up though. The Blade Mail trying to return damage, but the Bristleback falls. Grit is gone as well. 2 down with no buyback. Oh, Skitter. Oh, Skitter. Oh, Skitter. I don't know if that's where you want it to be.
And they're gonna
It's
call it.
over.
Oh man, Saksa, Shadow Demon, what a performance by him. Making sure that he had Amar's number throughout the whole game. Every single time he gets close.
They save Amar for last pick because they want to counter Watson's, classic 18 pick, and they end up counter-picking themselves really hard. Again, like it's a horrible Bristle game, but they just don't have any options left going into last pick. And not to mention,
the Morphling pick is a little weird, I think, because like you are giving the Centaur a very free lane, right? You are also picking it into Pangolier, which obviously, of course, buys Diffusal Blade and burns the morph mana early on.
Your other item timing, what Pango wants to do with the Aghanim Scepter, wants to become super tanky, deal that extra bit of a damage. So I might want to see slightly earlier Lotus Orb from ATF just to be able to protect him against Shura Jr.
Oh, a bunch of heals there for Snaking to stay topped up, and they turn onto Saksa to get first blood. Skitter draws it and noticed he pops his wand and he can try TP. 400 HP, that's enough. Actually goes all the way back to Fountain there. I was wondering if maybe he goes to Tier 1 Tower, but the annihilation begins. So you said Morphling? Hang on a second. That's a lot of damage!
Oh, that's a solo
Shira
one.
Jr.
That's
takes
a big
him.
one. Saksa.
We didn't see that one coming. Saksa on the hunt for D-wards, trying to stack up the camps and make sure there's no invasion there from the Falcons. While Amar plays bottom jungle, met by Watson and Chira Jr. A pulverize into the right-click damage out with the Morphling, trying to body block this Centaur and force the Stampede. The ensnare already came out. Amar very slow though, trying to Stampede away. Watson with a few more hits. Maybe 2 more will do the trick. He's trying to high-five and juke into the trees, but there's the onslaught from Chira Jr.
Oh, Deluge making the difference there. It caps your movement speed to 230, so the Stampede is not as effective as you would like it to be.
They need Chira Jr. to have a good angle, and he might be going for it now, seeing Snaking. Biding his time and waiting. They're not going to go for a kill on a hero. They just want to stop the tower push. Mango sees Melody. Bonk to the high ground, though. Well positioned. Disruption save, but Amar and Crit, they're here to line it back up for the Rolling Thunder to land.
Level 5 Naga Siren, they're gonna take that trade. Problem is they're gonna be losing the tower as well. Having Shikuchi, Stampede as well. So it doesn't have the clear target to actually use it in a fight.
Crit is going to get stampeded away from Chira Jr. Nice little disruption there to dodge the dagger as Watson comes in. Pango forms the Morphling, but the Wheel of Wonder, Song will reset and cancel it out. Rolling Thunder bounces around, trying to get Malrine into the fight, but now he's caught in the Song as well. What's the play for Yandex? Is turning onto the Pango, looking for Malrine. He's going to get dropped here by Watson. The chase is on towards Crit, who's low. Chira Jr. dives in towards him, but Skidder can return with a couple of blows back to take down Saksa while the Centaur TP's home. Chira with Malady looking at Snaking.
Has another onslaught, Blink Dagger in 2. Snaking looks very dead here if they decide to jump him, but they're also going to be respecting the damage potentially coming out from Skidder. They do not want to overextend.
Yandex are approaching, smoked up as 4. Malady leading with the illusions to scout things out. Chira Jr. and notice, look how deep the Dragon Knight is. Coming in from the behind. Hand of God will buy time for Skitter, who pops the time lapse already, but the trample and onslaught over the top of 3 of them. Snaking's in some serious danger while Notice opens up on Crit. The Rolling Thunder stops the Dragon Knight, at least for now. Bubbled and saved away from Skitter's Weaver. Notice, stuck on the wrong side of the tracks. Trying to keep the damage on the Weaver as they'll jump back in. They lose Crit, but Skitter's gonna Shikuchi and get a bit of distance. He's revealed up by the dust, but with Malrine by his side, they'll fall back in a 1-for-2 trade. They're able to pivot into this top area of the map, contesting enemy ancients, pushing into tier 2.
This is the best hero that Falcons can kill before the fight starts.
A stun.
No follow-up.
Lotus bounce back though. He follows up on himself. Amar set this one up with a Lotus play.
I mean, he set this one up on himself with that Dragon Tail stun.
And if this game goes later and later, we've seen the strength of this Naga Siren with Eon Disc, Blink Refresher,
Yes.
and then maybe an Ag Scepter or something, right? Watson gets started on. Crack of the whip, saved by Disruption. Figured himself out of here with a waveform back on about 1 health, so he doesn't lose the Aegis yet. Shiro Jr. out in the open, gonna get tagged up. Bugs will latch themselves, and Amar will launch himself in with a Wheel of Wonder there and a Rolling Thunder
He couldn't get
forward.
the
They've got
BKB.
Shiro Jr. blown up before he can cast anything. Eon Disc for Malady. Does he cast the song and try and TP? The answer's no. Skidder comes out with a double kill.
Oh, perfect spell usage coming out from Crit. He gets him with the whip just enough to be able to get the ulti off. You could see Falcons leaving this Shadow Demon in the pool and completely countering him with the heroes, with the Stampede, with the Rolling Thunder.
Shukuchi.
Shukuchi's the big one.
Amar, has some damage on the DK now. Stampede into Ensnare. He's going to be dragged back and reeled in. Notice gets his man. Rolling Thunder
Aeon
from
Disc
Malrine.
just came off cooldown.
This is a bold move to try and kill off Malady. The Primal tried to get on top of him, not quite launching into position. But Watson damage nearly finished him. The song, they've caught him. Malrine, all locked up. It's nap time for you, buddy. And he's dead with no buyback either.
Seems like Yandex, they want to go in.
Oh, Watson is under vision. No Pango, you're right, for 30 seconds. Just wondering there, Amara, who did buy back, doesn't want to go in aggressively. Has to save Crit, though, as Skitter plays aggressively forward. They'll pulverize the Centaur and throw the boulders in. The Weaver in the cart, though, saved up by Amar. They finish off snaking and net up the Centaur, turning back to the buildings. Objective-based gaming. Yandex are here to claim the Mega Creeps and try and defeat this base, as Amar and Skitter with a Wheel of Wonder can't really connect on anything. Watson is saved up into Weaver form, Shukuching around and dealing with Amar. Another ensnare. Can they finish him off with a Dragonite there? Oh, yes, they can! Annihilation from Notice. Ringmaster will buy back, but I don't know for what. Yandex have the numbers, they've got the damage, and GG's called.
Oh man, what a performance from Yandex. They get a pick off. They turn it into, like, first of all, they got Stampede out. They get the side of Barracks in the mid lane. And then they get a pick off on Centaur again. And they managed to pretty much close out the game from it. Shiro Jr.